This is always the fun part, waiting for people to come in. Ha, ha, ha. What's going on? I see 4 people in the chat. Let's get it. Let's go. Welcome, guys. I barely made it. I literally just came from Columbia, South Carolina, and I made it to my computer like 4 minutes before. Um, yeah, y'all see the topic. We're going to be talking about debt, getting out of debt, strategies of getting out of debt. How much are you in debt? I saw a good question at the start of the live. Is like, how much is what is officially makes you what makes you officially in debt? Yeah, so we're going to talk about all that. I do have a special guest. When I was thinking about this topic, his name came to my mind, so I shot him a message, and he took time out of his busy schedule to join us today. So I want to give a special shout out and a thank you to my special guest, Buffalo Picker, in the house. What's going on, man?
What's going on, man?
You already know how I do. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yeah, this is I'm sorry about that. I had a little accident. I kind of cut myself trying to get ready for the show. I'm a Buffalo Picker. I'm a part-time reseller. I've been reselling now for 3.5 years. I'm also full-time federal employee and retired military. Glad to be here today.
Okay. Yeah, definitely appreciate you joining me. Like I said, your name just came to me when I randomly made this topic. Like, it literally came to my mind. That's why I messaged you.
Right.
So I assume, maybe the universe is telling me that you got some good nuggets on some debt, getting out of debt, how to get debt free, or any kind of strategies.
Yeah. Man, I kind of cut myself, man, trying to get ready for this show,
get
man.
right.
So,
Get right.
yeah, I'm gonna be messing with it for a minute because it won't stop the leakage. Yeah, I when I read your message, man, I think I kind of misunderstood what you was requesting. I'm definitely not a debt expert, but I do have one that come to my show. His name is Dennis Woodbine. He's I mean, that's just his MO. He helped people get out of debt. Now, if you want to talk about building credit for your business, then yeah, I'm that's more my arena. But for as people getting out of debt and consolidating debt and stuff like that. I mean, I do know some areas of it, but for as expert, you want to talk to me about Amazon and building business credit, then that's my arena.
Yeah. I think. I'm going to put a disclaimer out there. I'm definitely not a debt expert either.
Right.
It's just, like I said, I didn't choose you because of the debt topic.
Right.
I just wanted you to come on the show, but I figured. I mean, if it's a topic that everybody can talk about, or some people believe debt is good, some people believe it's bad. How do you use debt? And if you building credit, that also it's kind of in line with dealing with debt as well. So,
Right.
um, personally, let me catch up to the chat real quick before I get behind, because I'm bad about catching up to the chat. I'll say it'd be 20 minutes behind. What's going on, Op for Profit? Love that question. I already mentioned it earlier. How are you doing, Aaron? Hope you're doing okay today. Hello, loving what I do. Thank you. Always so supportive. Always so supportive. Dimitra, I always mess your name up, so why am I even gonna try? Thank you so much, Petrov, for joining us today. Hey, Connie. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Hope everything is going wonderful for you on this wonderful Sunday. Jason, what's going on? Definitely appreciate the support. You're always popping in. Rachel, how are you doing? Hope you're doing good today. Katie, hello, how are you doing today? Hope all is well with you. Clayton, what's going on, man? Hope you enjoy the waffle maker. I just literally left him in Colombia. Hello, Angry Mom Flips. Hope you're doing well today. Save her first. How are you doing? I feel like generic, like a robot just keeps saying, how are you doing? How are you doing today? How are you doing? Hey Vasquez, hope you're doing good. Mark and Kyle, hope everybody's doing good. Just want to show everybody the respect and say hello. But yeah, I won't be getting in the chat as much. Like I said, for me, this is a topic that I just want to just talk about. Like I said, I'm definitely not an expert. If anybody feels that they are an expert in the chat, I can drop the link and we can talk about it. Because as always, Sundays are always an open forum. Anybody can join. I just feel like it's a topic that really needs to be discussed because a lot of people drown in debt, and that's something that we really don't get taught as when we were younger or coming in school. At least when I was coming or growing up, they don't talk about it. Especially nowadays, they don't really talk about the importance of finances, and
Right.
debt is really a part of that. Some people think that it's that okay. Some people are on the side of the coin where you could be a millionaire and have a credit score of 500, or you can have $20,000 in your bank, but you have a credit score of 800, and you think you're doing something. So, just trying to kind of balance that out, and why I personally believe like getting debt free is a good decision. I'm coming from the place where only debt I have right now is a car that I literally just purchased a few months ago, which I kind of regret, but that's the only debt that I have. So I can kind of give some opinions about becoming debt free. Um, I was like $30,000 in debt. I got out of debt in like 2.5 years. I just think that's why I say I'm not an expert. I just come up with like different strategies and why I think people really should learn how to save money and actually buy items instead of going in debt to get those items. And I am there is good debt, of course, but yeah, I just wanted to kind of touch on these little topics a little bit.
Right, right. So, like I've mentioned, man, my disclaimer is that I did misunderstand your message, and I do have a consumer credit guide that comes to my show. Actually, bringing them back to the show in June to talk about credit because I know that's definitely a subject that we wasn't taught in school. I mean, I was able to get some personal finance training during my last couple of years of high school. That was like a requirement to graduate. So I did get to understand, the importance of having a checking account and, paying your bills on time and, saving money and that type. So it's just kind of basic things that, we was taught in those personal finance classes. But what I can say on the credit side of the house, if you're going to start a business, if reselling is more to you than just a side hustle, then you definitely want to be concerned about your business credit, which is separate from your personal credit. And Prison2Profit, if you want me to get into that at some point in the show, I can talk about that because that is definitely something that I'm going through right now. Is building my business credit, and no matter how bad your personal credit is, your business credit can supersede that.
Yeah, oh yeah, most definitely we could touch on that topic subject again because I
Okay.
believe that's all aligned with like debt and I believe that's all the same subject, like
Right. Right.
finances. So
Okay.
yeah,
So
so
I can dig into it if you want to. And I'm sorry for the audience. I keep picking at my nose, but I kind of nicked myself trying to get ready for this show. I was basically working at the warehouse, and I knew I had to be back here at 2 o'clock, so I was rushing back here to get ready for the show, and kind of nicked myself. So if y'all see me picking at my nose, that's what it is. I got a little trying to keep from leaking all over the place.
yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
So if you want me to get into that, I can dig into it for a brief moment.
Yeah. Let me catch up to the chat one more
Okay.
time.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, okay. I have a bad. Let me go and clarify this. I said 30 grand. I have a horrible habit of rounding up. It was like around 26 and some change, something like that. $26,000 and some change.
Right.
What should we have to camp by? Everything straight out. Yeah, I'm a believer in that. But I also took another course about getting out of debt, and I kind of believe what this dude taught me. His name is Dave Ramsey. I'm sure a lot of people pretty much heard of him
Oh
before.
yeah.
What's your opinion of personal credit slash debt versus credit slash and you do not. Thank you so much, but you do not have to send a super chat to ask any questions. I will definitely go through the chat and get it done. Appreciate that so much, man. Yeah, I saw it. I was going to get to it. Thank you for real. Like I definitely
Right.
appreciate that. Anybody who always takes some hard-earned money that they
Oh,
worked for and
yeah,
decides to
okay.
donate it to me, I'm always appreciative, and I will always say that. So thank you. I do believe personal debt and okay, put it this way. When I went to go sign up for my business license and everything, my
Thank you.
business manager told me pretty much the same thing that your debt, your business credit can supersede like your personal, but it also can affect it as well, just
Right,
depending on how bad how bad your
right,
credit
right,
score is.
right,
But when it comes to the personal side of things, I'm a firm believer in the only debt that you need is like house debt. Maybe like I really don't believe in like car payments and things like that. But like those the essential things that people need, like credit card debts, we really don't need it as a society. If you can't afford the item right now, then I don't think you should really purchase it, in my opinion. Um, Ways and strategies, like I said, when talking about how to get out of that funk and getting out of debt, uh, I'll let Buffalo Picker talk, and then I'll touch on that subject a little bit.
right. Okay. So for the people in the chat, and some of these names are new to me. I know Ben Flipping Goods, been knowing him for a while. And I can't, like Prison Prop said, the chat is moving so fast. Some of the names I'm missing, but um, I'm actually, I just got a warehouse 2 weeks ago. And that was like a long-term goal for me. Once I started in reselling, was that at my 3-year mark, I wanted to be in position to get a warehouse. So I knew that with that next move, I had to have all my credit in check. So one thing, like Prison Profit mentioned, is that and I mentioned as well, is that your business credit can supersede your personal credit, but your personal credit has to be somewhat intact. And that's the only way a lot of these business will deal with you, is based off the fact that first off your personal credit is intact, and then you start building your business credit, and eventually your business credit will supersede your personal credit, because it'll be two different entities. So that's basically where I'm at right now. Is everything that I have associated with the warehouse is under my business name. For it's the utilities, the lease, all the products, the accounts that I have with distributors and wholesalers, everything is under my business name. So I'm building my credit. But one thing I want to tell you all, don't be stuck on the fact that because you have your business license and your sales certificate, or resale certificate, and things like that, that you're good to go. Because as we know, like Experian and different companies, um, I'm leaking over here. I'm sorry about that, y'all. They monitor your personal credit. You also have a different branch that monitor your business credit. So with that, you will need what they call a DUNS number. And basically, once you get your business license, you just call this 888 number, which I don't know by heart. Should have had it before the show, but like I said, I was running a little late. You call the number and you register your business. And basically, what they do is they look up your business and make sure that it's registered under a county in your state. And from there, they give you a DUNS number. And that DUNS number is going to follow you just like your social security number for your business. That DUNS number is going to represent a number for your business. So when we talk about building your business credit, is once you open up your business account with your bank, they're going to monitor and do all the transactions for your account. uh, they're going to eventually offer you a credit card. That credit card is what you're going to use as well to keep building up your credit. You can, and this is what I noticed, and I'm gonna be transparent. It's like when I first got into the warehouse, my credit was 678. Now on my business side, that haven't been too long started this business account. On my business side has already caught up with my personal credit. So I figure in about another month of doing transaction, and these companies that I'm dealing with start reporting my credit history, my business credit is going to supersede my personal credit. And that's what I mean about building up your business credit. Your business credit will, especially if you smart about how you run your business. Everything that you do as a business owner, sorry about that, y'all. You can run it through your business, and that's why I try to tell people that come to my show is that once you get your business set up, you can forget about your personal credit. You can just leave it over there and just let it sit. Run everything through your business. When you start talking about, doing your taxes and getting your deductions and going on your trips and purchases and all that stuff, if you got a good CPA, you can run all that stuff through your business. That's how people get rich. People don't spend money like, I say myself and other people that are just starting into business and don't understand credit and debt is they don't spend money like we spend it. You go out and make a purchase. You want to go out, take your personal money and make that purchase, whereas the businessman is going to take that business money and make that purchase. And then at the end of the year, you're going to write that stuff off on your taxes. Whereas on the personal side, it ain't no room for you to write it off on your business. So that's how the rich get richer and the poor people stay poor. So I got a good CPA, and I'm not going to call his name out on the show because I'm not affiliate. But I just want to let y'all know if you in reselling or whatever business you in, and you want to grow on your business side, get you a good CPA. Don't rely on H&R Block and all these other little small tax companies. Get you a good CPA that understand business to teach you, what the things you need to be putting in place to run your business. Because I started out a sole proprietor, and I was like, I run everything through my business. I'm gonna get all these tax breaks until I ran into a good CPA that said, hey, sole proprietor is good, but now you got to look at becoming an LLC. And that's what's the next move that I made. And then LLC open you up for more breaks, So those are the little small things you have to learn, but not to get too far away from, the topic of the show is that just work on, if you're going to use reselling or whatever business that you're in and try to build it as a business, you definitely want to work on getting everything that you do for that business into your business name so that you can build up your business credit.
Yes, that's definitely true. I agree wholeheartedly. Especially make sure you get a separate bank account too, because that also is going to tie into your credit. So
Right.
make sure that you get a bank account separately with your LLC or whatever, so all they can get
Right.
tied together, because that's important. A lot of people are dipping from their personal account, making all their money from their personal account or
Right.
savings or whatever. So make sure you
That's the
definitely.
worst thing you can do when it comes to business is co-mingle your money. You co-mingling your money, your personal money and your business money, you already messing up with the IRS. If they decide to do an audit on you, you're gonna be in trouble. That's just cut and dry. You definitely want to make sure that money is separate.
Yes, most definitely. If y'all have any questions when it comes to like business credit or anything like that, you can drop those questions in the link. Thank you so much, Ben Flipping Goods, for joining us. We said Rachel, Connie, Dragon. See if I can catch up to the chat. If y'all have any questions about like debt specifically, make sure you drop those in the a CPA just depends on your area. I know some CPAs, like in my area, cost around three to five,
Right.
but I know some people are paying like eight, eight.
Yeah. It,
So
it's like in Atlanta, and not mean to cut you off, man, but here in Atlanta, it's all depending on the extent that you're going to use that CPA. You can have them part time, and that rate is about three to 500. But if you're going to use them as like your go-to person, I use mine as part time, so I pay 350. And they anytime I got a question, I can send a text message or call, and I get my answer. But if I need them to kind of monitor my accounts and keep up with my payroll and stuff like that, then that's going to be extra.
yeah, facts. What's going on, Try Flipper? Thank you. What's up, man? Always showing love. Appreciate that. Buffalo Picker, do you do this with your DUNS number and such as a sole proprietor, LLC, S corp?
LLC. So let me explain that too, man. I don't want to be random with stuff. Is that when you start out your business, you have the choice to start out sole proprietor, LLC. I started out sole proprietor because I didn't know better. I didn't know everything that I needed, and what I thought basically I didn't know the difference between the two. But once I got a CPA to explain the difference between the sole proprietor, the LLC, and the escort. So basically, you cannot go from a sole proprietor to an escort. It got to be an in between. So now that I'm an LLC, my next move, based off the amount of money that I make, is going to move me up. My CPA is going to determine, when and where to move me up at the escort level. But from what I've been told, and all the information I've been given by him is that escort is basically where you want to be. But it's a cap, and I can't remember the number amount of how much money you need to be making with your business in order to qualify as an escort.
Got some stranger knocking on my door. I don't know who he is. Okay, that was crazy.
Oh, that's Vasquez Vintage. Hey, what's going on? I hit you up all the time on your Instagram, checking out those radios and stuff she be picking up.
Hello, Angie. How are you doing? Yes, I did too. I used Amazon. I used Amazon to get out of debt. I used Serving and Amazon. I think, yeah, we're gonna go and get on that topic here in a second. Is this $350 monthly or yearly?
Just go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was about to say, I pay mine about $550, and it's pretty much all year. I mean, if I need him to do anything, he'll do it. But again, it varies. Like he said, I mean, I know some people are paying around $800 and they're getting the same service that I'm getting, well, probably a little bit less. So I mean, it just depends. And also, it's it just depends.
Yeah, it's also depending on the status of the CPA as well. Some of them just have a flat rate that you walk in the office, no matter if you're a small business or medium-sized business, they're going to charge you the same. It's just all about the status. I had a lawyer firm that was doing it at first, and their price was flat out $500. And then through a relative, I found out about this other CPA, and I'm glad I did, because with the lawyer firm, it was basically all about business. If you need some additional information, they had a charge for that. Everything was an upcharge. But with this particular CPA, it's a flat rate of $350, and if my money moves up, then his rate is going to move up.
And I was about to say that too. I was like, and I don't make enough to where I'm putting him to work. So
right.
So I mean, it's not like I'm killing mine. So, but yeah, you gotta have credit to go in debt. That's not necessarily true. That's not true at all. That's how they get you. They send them you have been pre-approved.
Yep.
Hello, Miss Taffy.
College students is where they start. Fresh out of high school with your first job is where they start. They know you ain't got no credit, and then they get you that card and you don't know how to handle it. Next thing you know, you're in big debt.
Mm-hmm. And then, some people had some electricity in their name when they was younger.
Oh yeah,
phone bills in their name when they was younger. They didn't know nothing about. Yeah. Happy Sunday, Miss Taffy. Most resellers do not need to be an S corp. Smaller sellers are completely fine being a sole proprietorship as long as you don't want to have a payroll. And then get this right here. This is a subject I just personally say I have an LLC just because I plan to scale on a massive scale eventually. So I want to go ahead and just be prepared for that. A lot of people say you don't need an LLC. A lot of people say you can just be a sole proprietorship. I just say do your research and do whatever fits for you. That's what I'm going to say.
Yeah. Definitely. Just take time out to sit down with a CPA. Most of them give free consultations. Just sit down with them and they'll explain it all to you. I mean, my thing is, my CPA have saved me a whole lot of money on taxes, and you don't go in business to lose money; you go in business to make money. So I'm not trying to make $5,000-$10,000 profit and then got to turn it over to the IRS. So definitely a huge advantage to have a good one. Some bad ones out there too.
Boy, you ain't lying, boy. Those are the ones who used to work at HR Block.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure.
All right,
For
Escort is
sure.
great trying to be. Thanks for answering the question. Much love. Smiley face. What's going on, the Middleman Picker? I started as a LLC because I started on selling on Amazon with private label. Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. You definitely
Yeah,
did the
you
right
definitely want to have that. You don't want to come and taking that house.
thing. How did you go about getting your LLC? It's different in every state.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, mine's pretty easy. I think mine was like 150 something bucks for the filing fee,
Yeah.
and then you got to. What?
Go ahead. I'm sorry, man.
No, I was just about to say mine was like $100, $150 like a filing fee, I think, and then that was
Mhm.
it. I just have to have all your information and stuff like that, and then you go get your EIN number and all that. But
Yeah, I would say too is always check with your state first before you try to go online and have some private company to do it for you, because they're gonna charge you 2 to 3 times what your state is gonna charge you. For the state of Georgia, if anybody they're listening that live in Georgia, it's $100. If you want to wait 7 days to receive it, if you want to get it like in 2 days, it's about $250. So you paying for the convenience. So for me, I didn't have a problem waiting the 7 days, even though they got it to me in 5. You basically just receive an email and it tell you, hey, congratulations, blase, blase, you are now LLC. So, but yeah, you definitely don't want to use these private companies if you don't have to, because your state is going to give it to you for a cheaper rate.
facts. Sleeping in that, have a private little bro. What's the most radical thing you have done to get out of debt? Prison2Profit. We are Dave Ramsey followers as well. That's what's up. The most radical thing I've done to get out of debt. This is why I really wanted to talk about this subject. Was I starved myself for about a year. So when I say that, obviously I didn't starve myself, but things when it came to like going to clubs, when I stopped at the store buying Twix bars, sodas, like all the small irrelevant things that we spend money on add up.
Right.
And we really break that down, man. Like I'm a type of person who I would go to the store and I would walk out spending $7 or $8, and that's minimum. So and it's just snacks, junk food, snacks, randomness. When I can go to Balo, get these same snacks and purchase them in bulk, or you know what I'm saying, it would last me longer. It was just like different strategies that I think I did. But yeah, I think I went hard, man. Like I was working 3 jobs at one time. Like I said, I had that implemented the same strategy. I think I went out 2 times in 2017 or 2018. I went out twice that year. Like literally, I lived like nobody else. Like Dave Ramsey said, like I lived like nobody else, so I can live like nobody else. All my extra cash went to bills. Like when I got paid, I took the bill that I owed the cheapest. I paid all that up, and all the money that I was paying in that, like just like Dave Ramsey said, I would pay into the next bill, and then I would add onto that. But I'm super radical. Like I took what he said and times it by like 3, man. So that's
Right.
just a little rough draft.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I can say for me, I got married. That's that right there changed the whole game for me for is trying to keep up with money. Because when I was single, I mean, I was spending money like like it was water, running through my hands and stuff. And it's like I was like, if I paid the bill, I paid the bill. My thing was being more social, being out at the clubs, being out at the parties, and paying a bill it came second fiddle. So it came back to bite me in the butt, especially, and I'm talking about years ago, being in the military and being in a position to qualify for top secret SCI clearance, you had to have good credit. The government had to be able to trust you, and they felt like if your credit wasn't good, then you could be tempted, to give away secrets and stuff like that. So that played a big, huge role too for my career. Is that if I wanted to stay in that field, I had to have my credit straight. So I went through some growing pains with credit, but once I understood that, a lot of doors will open when your credit is good. It was like, it was on and running in. But, like we said at the beginning of the show, we wasn't taught that when we was coming up about the importance of credit and, paying your bills on time and stuff like that.
Yeah, and I want to. The main reason I want to be debt free is for like my business. Besides that, that's the only that's the only reason I would use credit ever again. Would be anything business
Right,
related.
right,
And obviously, again, if I go back to me buying a house, like those are the main goals. Like now, if I wanted to buy another car, I would never go buy a car under credit. I would save the cash that I needed to, or trade the car. Like there's different methods that you can use to go find a car for cash, especially in
right.
the society that we live in. I just think people getting we're in debt trying to please everybody else. I think that's the main reason. Like you said, just going to clubs and stuff like that's where all of our money is going to as a society, trying to please somebody else. The latest gear that we have on, or that's what it seems to me.
Yeah,
Only thing I spend money on now that I waste, I'm gonna say waste because I like to eat. When I go to restaurant, I will spend money on restaurants all day. But besides that, I don't really. I'm real frugal, real frugal. So
right. Yeah, I put this out too, man, about, you mentioned about cars. It just kind of, raised the flag with me, is that I would try to tell people all the time. And I learned this once like I said, once you get a good CPA, they kind of just enlighten you about stuff, which, I didn't know. Like I said, I had a lawyer firm that was doing my taxes and kind of keeping my business straight in the beginning. And then I had to switch over to another CPA that kind of just like took me to another level. And basically explained to me that, when you got a business, you go out, instead of buying cars, go out and lease these vehicles. Lease the vehicle, keep the vehicle for 3 years, and every year, the money that you invest in that vehicle, you get to write it off at the end of the year if you got your, all your ducks in order. So he was like, basically, you riding around for 3 years with a vehicle for free. The only thing that you paying for is the additional amount of money that you may use in gas. And, I was like, when I first told that by my relative, I was like, man, ain't no way, And he was like, well, go see this guy right here. He my CPA. He got me straight. And, when I went and talked to him, he was like, that's the gospel. And I can show you how to do it as well. So, it's so many avenues and doors open when you get a good CPA that really explain to you the tax code and how you fall into the tax code and the deductions, the many deductions that you can get as a business owner. Once you graduate from the sole proprietor level, I mean, it's just like I said, you get a good CPA. I'm not a CPA, but I can tell you, if you get a good one, you're gonna be enlightened.
yeah, I can't even recommend a good CPA. The one I know was recommended to me by another reseller. So I I think everybody who has like that good CPA, like you're talking about, because I don't think mine's probably that good, but the the ones who have like good CPAs are usually like recommended from other people. So I would
Yeah,
try
yeah,
to see if anybody know somebody who is a CPA. I'm not saying always the case, but a lot of times. I think this is a good question too. I've heard the best way to establish success is how much stuff you can offload onto others so that you continue to create your wealth in your business. Would you consider that a true statement? So are you saying something like me building a business and then selling that business to somebody else? Then that business, I'll go create another business. Is that what you mean? Like constant transaction? What do you think, Buffalo?
I mean, my thing is if you look at that as like a transaction of moving items while you're a reseller on Amazon, then any other the platforms, I would say yeah. I mean, I mean, I'm happy when I can take 300 items and move it in a month, or 400 items. I mean, if that's what the question is saying, I mean, for is building a business and selling it and moving on to the next one, I mean, I don't have no input on that.
Well, I just when it comes to the word success, I just think success is a personal thing. So I don't know, but it depends on what you think success is.
Yeah,
I,
everybody got their own level. You should have your own level of success. What is successful to me may not be the same for you.
yeah.
If you go out and you sell 5 items, and that brought you back $500, you may say, you super successful, whereas I may say, man, that ain't nothing. So success is based on how you weigh it,
Yep.
personally, so I mean,
I agree, and that's those two words in the where I saw success and wealth. Those are two words that you can only define. Like, what is wealth to you? What is
right.
success to you? That is not true. Do not be lying to the chat. My grandma had a capable in my name. I trust me. I know. Like that's
OG,
yeah. That's definitely
Land
doing
Sharp.
all right, Land Shark. Everybody saying hey to everybody. Everybody saying hey to everybody. So y'all don't have any like getting out of debt strategies? Like what do y'all consider? Because I saw that was a great question at the beginning of the show. Somebody said, "What do you consider like you're in debt?" And something else I want to bring up too. I've been getting, like I told you, I was getting out of debt. My credit score is horrible getting out of debt. Every time a bill would get paid off, my credit score would drop. And I'm not talking about like 13 points, like 30 points, 29 points. Like every time something got paid off. So yeah, debt don't want you to get out of debt. I think Dave Ramsey put it perfectly. You can have $1 million. That's why I said that earlier. You can have $1 million and you can't go rent an apartment if you have a bad credit score. But you can go buy the apartment. So which is more important to you? That's why
Yeah,
I'm going to keep bringing up that topic.
yeah,
A little late, so maybe covered. Y'all talk about debt in terms of house, just credit card or car loans. Just generalized. To me, house debt is it's good debt. There's terms of good debt and bad debt. House debt is good debt. You're actually trying to hopefully trying to stay there and not just be going from house to house. Some people say rent, and I don't know. I don't want to get into that either because that's a whole another subject. But I'm
right.
mainly talking about like just like bad debt, credit card debt. For me personally, I would say student loans, especially how we're living in 2021. A lot of people love student loans, or they go to school and they don't even utilize the things they went to school for, or they went to school because they felt pressured in going to school. We that's all we knew when we grew up. You need to go to college. You need to go to college. What are you going to college for? Why am I building these $60,000? I know some people who go to good colleges, $30,000 in debt, $60,000 in debt, and they're not even using the things they went to college for. So these are
Right.
some things that people they really need to consider and think about. And I think they really this subject needs to be brought back in schools. To me, I mean, I think
It
people
does.
need to
It
have be
does.
able to weigh that decision, because you can't tell me I'm so glad I didn't go to I'm so glad I didn't go to college. So glad, because that would have been about $30,000 just down the
You got you got
once way down the drain.
see this thing I have with school as well, man, is that like my son is I think he's taking no, he's past geometry. I think it's trig now. And he's taking, I mean, the guy be working out some formulas, man. I'm looking at this stuff. I'm like, when is he going to use this? You know, I'm like, you know, where the school that my son go to, the good thing is they do have personal finance as a course that they have to take. It's an elective that they have to take before they can graduate. But with his core classes, though, which I'm thinking your personal finance should be a core class, not some elective. Which like I said, we can pick out his elective, and that's one of the electives that he have to take. But they got my son taking geometry. Not saying that he will never use it. He may decide to be a scientist. I don't know. But in regular life, when are you going to use that? I'm like, come on. I mean, teach him about, which, I take it upon myself as a parent to teach him that as well, because, like we mentioned a couple of times before, when we was coming up, that stuff, most of the people in our like circle couldn't teach it to us, or didn't even felt that they needed to teach it to us. That's why a lot of mistakes are being made, till this day with a lot of people when it comes to credit, credit cards, paying bills and stuff like that.
Yeah, I wish I knew just differently. I mean, I wish I knew. And again, some people they go to school and they utilize it. So, I mean, kudos
Right,
for you. But I was in
right.
a clubhouse chat last night, and they were talking about the same subject, how you just said geometry. But this lady, she was talking about how her daughter is taking calculus, and she went to her like, "Hey, mom, this calculus stuff." And she's like, "Why do you? I need to know all. Like, why? Why are you taking all this? it's like a
Yeah.
required class for them now. It wasn't when we
Really?
were in school. I mean, it was elective for me, but it was.
Yeah.
I think algebra 2 was the max we had to take. But
Right.
now they have to take calculus. When are you going to Mars? Like that? When are you going to need to know all the numbers to figure? So
Yeah,
yeah,
I mean, it's the curriculum is definitely outdated, man. I mean, with the 21st century, I mean, it's a whole different way they should be teaching these kids in school, and they still using techniques that we was you taught back in the 30s with teaching these kids, man. So it definitely be a change there. But I want to clear up one thing too that I mentioned about building your business credit is don't be lost about the perception that you got to have a facility to build your business credit. You can build your business credit right out of your house, and like Prison2Profit mentioned is that you got to have your personal credit straight first before you can. Most people even deal with you on your business side of your credit. So what I was basically wanting to let you all know is that just say hypothetically you move into your house or apartment or wherever you run your business out of, and you get your utilities into your personal name and whatever other things you have to run that household out of your personal credit. So after you build a year of doing that, then what you can do is go back to the companies and say, hey, I want to switch this over into my business name. Now, that is on the premise that you have already started building up your business credit. So if your business credit is starting to catch your personal credit, then you can talk to, like here in Georgia, you got Georgia Power. I don't know the different places. Like you got your utility companies. You go back to them and say, look, I run my business out of this facility, out of this house or whatever apartment, and I want all this stuff switched over into Buffalo Picker, my business or whatever. And they will do that for you, especially if your business credit can show some history that you have, built up a pretty good business credit. So don't be confused that you got to wait till you get a facility to start using your business credit. You can get your business credit going while you at your apartment or house or wherever you are. So it's no limit. These companies will work with you, and you get all those things switched over into your business name and keep it going.
some of them same tax write-offs is in your house too. So y'all, that's
Exactly,
you better
exactly. Like for me, I'm getting a tax write off for the warehouse, and I'm getting a tax write off for some of the spaces in my house because I'm
office
still
space.
paying. Exactly,
Yep.
exactly.
Yep. So you can claim a certain percentage of your. Again, I'm not a tax expert. I'm just letting you know I am not a tax expert, but you can claim a lot of your things that you're using for your household. You can have a separate. I
Exactly.
know it's to 2021, but who uses a phone line? Guess what? Get one for your business. Yeah, and that's pretty much a tax write off as well. I mean, just oh yeah, I'm not a tax expert. I am a get out of debt expert. No, yes. Oh, I forgot this question. Are you currently taking the course, or you talking about Dave Ramsey? If you're talking about Dave Ramsey, I took that course years ago. Took it, completed it, finished it. I used almost everything that he taught me except for the envelopes. Every dollar counts. Every time I get paid, every single dollar goes somewhere. I know where it's going for the most part, besides like 10%, because I already give myself that 10% to just like blow. And usually it doesn't happen. It usually goes right back into my business, to be honest. So yeah, I need
Right.
to actually pay myself a little bit more. But yeah, guilty not even using my degree. How much? Out of here, if you want to divulge this, I mean, just for sample purposes, how much debt are you in just because of school? Not like all your debt. I don't know all your business, but is school affecting you? Like how much a month or whatever that you're losing income of because you have to pay this debt that you're not even utilizing? Just out of curiosity. Kids go to college, it's the experience, and you do learn a lot. I learned a lot, and I didn't go to college. And another, and this is just all an opinion thing. I know people who went to college, and I know resellers who make more money than them and they didn't go to
Right.
college, or
Right.
are there people? It's not even. I'm not even gonna say resellers. People who took the knowledge and built their own businesses. Did you know if all the years that you spend in college, what is like 8, 9 years or something like that, or some degrees, you need 8 years, or we're just going to go with the low degree, 4 years. So do you know in 4 years what you can learn? You can actually take all the books that they give you to study in college, study those yourself in 1 year. Realistically, like if you took 8 hours out of your day, but people don't want to do this because it's going to be too much work and people don't like work. But if you take 8 hours of your day and did college work every single day, you would have that same knowledge that somebody who went to college for 8 years went to. I mean, if you just really think about it, obviously you ain't going to have the degree. You're not going to have everything behind it. But with the knowledge, you know what you can do with the knowledge? You can go out there and create whatever you study. I want to be a carpenter. I'm going to study books about carpentry. And then there's no law that says I have to have a carpentry degree in order to start my business in carpentry. Some businesses you do, obviously, but majority you don't, in my opinion. Again, this is all my opinion.
Right. I mean, I got a criminal justice degree with concentrations in emergency management, and I do get to use the emergency management part of it where I used to because I'm no longer working in that department. But I mean, that degree, man, it's just a trophy. I mean, sitting on the wall and collecting dust. I mean, that's basically what I use it for. I mean, because I'm not in the criminal justice field for the federal government, but I mean, it's a personal accomplishment. But other than that, man, I don't talk about it a lot. I don't try to push it in people's face and stuff like that. And when it comes to like that last statement you said about the money comparison, I mean, I make more money doing reselling than I do on a federal government job, which I'm paid well. So yeah, I mean, you can make some money in this business if you do it right.
Yeah, and that's all about doing it right. Some people just don't have the patience, or some people are just workers, or some people. I mean, everybody's different.
Right.
Everybody's so much different. Math is so much fun. I am not even going to comment. I know you trolling me, Cajun.
Yeah, I'm more over to the history side, man. I don't math.
Yeah, I'd rather. Yeah,
I mean, I can do some fractions for you. I was able to get past college algebra, and that was a struggle.
Only reason I know weights and dimensions is because I have to ship. Oh, maybe tripping.
Oh, that's right.
Critical thinking skills based on yeah. My girl's above graduating with no debt, no student loans, but our family follows Dave Ramsey. See, I mean, you already got the knowledge that you need. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the most important thing though. Like again, there is such thing as good debt if you know how to use that good debt. And I think
Right.
I will put school under the good debt bracket for some people, but yeah. Yes, it's just as long as you have the knowledge. Again, that's for me. That's what it's about. I want y'all to have the knowledge. Like debt is not really that great to me. I mean, that's what I really wanted this to be about. Like debt is not great. Debt is horrible. I see a lot of college degree comments. Y'all about to roast me, ain't it? Y'all about to get on my head. But guess what? I can skip all the comments if I don't like. Absolutely agree with you, gentlemen. Financial preparedness and budgeting is missing from the education. Thank you. Geometry, no, but statistics do come in handy in the real world. Like, what are the chances of X, Y, Z happening? What are the? I'm getting trolled today. I know what's going on. Hey, Buffalo, what's going on, body pal? You doing all right?
Hey, what's going on?
I have two
Columbus, PA.
He said he's from where?
Huh?
You say he's from where?
Columbus,
Oh, okay.
Georgia.
Okay. Georgians and Georginians. That's what y'all call it, right? Georginians.
Yeah.
I have two boys in their early 20s who just moved out on their own. They had no idea how to get electricity in their name. I felt like such a failure. I was that same person. I'm not even gonna lie, man. Like
Great.
it was like a culture shock. I didn't have
Yeah.
that father figure. I'm sorry. Oh, I didn't have like no figure to show me how to do all kind. I literally learned everything on the fly. So he's not don't say a failure. It just wasn't important. What's going on, Sir Lipsalot?
Sir Flips.
Apartment complex or rental company will let you run a business out of your place. For information, ask your rental company. In some places, I was about to say, yeah. I'm glad you put that last part in there because I was about to say, I was like, some apartments now, they know if you just renting that place out just for business, they ain't going for that. They want some tenants. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're doing good today. What's going on, Cameron? Hope you're doing all right. How are you doing? Every time I'm mess your name up. So how about we don't even try today? D Middleman Picker. Dante, do you not use not your no? Why? Because he's on Instagram. No. Always great to have a degree in your back pocket. But he does give some great advice, so I hope that face didn't make it seem like, yeah, I do advise y'all to go, yeah, go to him for advice. But yeah, I mean, he probably man, he can't afford. I can't afford him. I wish I would. Always have to in your back pocket. You gonna use it? I guess. I don't know. I have a
I mean,
bartending degree.
it's definitely good, to have a fallback just in case. But my thing is I'm not looking back, man. I got one plan. That's plan A.
Can
Plan
you
A
do me a
would
favor?
be,
Say
huh?
that for the people. Do that one more time. Say that for the people in the back.
I
Tell the
got
people.
one plan. That's plan A. And that's to be successful with what I do with this reselling. I don't have a plan B. Even though I work for the federal government and I appreciate, having the opportunity to work with them, that's not my plan A or plan B. My plan A is to be a successful reseller and take it to the limit. So that's why I push like I push, because I don't have a plan B.
Yeah, I agree. And I understand that some people in the chat may not be resellers and things of that nature. I mean, if you have we're not knocking anybody with a degree. So
Exactly,
when it
exactly.
comes to that, we're just saying like there are other ways. There are there are other ways. Oh man, there are other ways to make a success. I'm so sorry. But yeah, there's other ways besides going to college, in my opinion. I mean, it's just facts. I have a college degree and never used it. Luckily, I don't have debt because I use my GI Bill.
There you go. There
Yeah,
you go.
2 degrees, history and German. Yeah, okay. Everybody has degrees. Just pay it off, move on because you can't change it. I agree, and that's the point of this conversation. Pay it off, move on because you can't change it. So, what are y'all doing to pay off this debt? That's the conversation. Are y'all doing anything to pay off debt? Is debt y'all does it even matter to you? Yeah. Again, I want to talk about some strategies. We don't have Buffalo Picker. He said he only had a little bit of time with us, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So we're
yeah.
gonna respect his time, and then I'm gonna ramble for 15 minutes because somebody else has a show, and I'm gonna respect their show because that's how we do in the community. Having the GI Bill is amazing. Yeah, I agree. Hey, everybody saying hey to each other. Skip all that. Thank you. Appreciate that. We're definitely like again. I just always want to say because I know there's always people who hear what they want to hear. I'm not an expert. Tom's not an expert. We are just giving our opinions on matters, and we're not knocking anything that anybody does. We're just coming from our perspective, life experience, pretty much. I mean, that's what we're here, open forum, just to literally talk. We are past the time of getting a college degree. I don't know. Some people are still going back to school. Like some people think it's important, and then some people are young. Some people are like don't know which way to go yet. So that's
Yeah,
not necessarily
yeah.
true.
It's all about your ambition as well. I mean, if you out there thinking that, you want to work for NASA or be a lawyer or something like that, then yeah, you gotta go to college for that. But if you are trying to be a reseller or beautician or something like that, I mean, even a beautician, you still have to go to beauty college, right? I mean, I'm saying if you working in a shop, I know in Georgia, if you work in a shop, you got to have your license, and
Yeah.
your license has to be prior to you. I mean, after you don't finish the beauty college.
Yeah, I think it's like a 6 week course. They paying $2,000 or something like that.
Yeah,
Robert Kiyosaki. Yes, I definitely have read. Like I've read like the quadrant book by Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad Poor Dad. I've read a few of his books,
I
man.
got
I've read.
that.
Yeah, like that's you gotta. I think that's a book that everybody should. I should make a video on that and drop an affiliate link. I'm just kidding because everybody should really read that book for real.
Yeah, for sure.
Two perspectives that you. I mean, When I was in the military, I had soldiers that had degrees, and they were under me, and I don't have a degree. Military. I mean, again, that's just different avenues.
Yeah,
Different avenues, man.
yeah.
Different avenues. That's what I like to see. I see. Oh, I disagree. I want to see what they talking about. I disagree. I want people who want to be a teacher to have. Huh? I want people who want to be a teacher to have a degree. Oh, you want people. So you want me to be a teacher for people to go get their degree. I'm sorry, I can't. I mean, we just have to agree to disagree, I guess, if that's what you're saying. Because I don't have a degree, so I mean, I don't know. I just want to say like degree don't equal. Here goes that word again. Success. There we go. Degree don't equal success. It's
Is he
proven.
saying that teachers should have a degree, or if you're trying to teach somebody, you need a degree? I
Oh
don't.
yeah. Again, like I said earlier, there's of course there's fields that you need a degree. If you're going to be a doctor,
Exactly.
please have a degree.
Yeah,
If
I
you're
want,
going to
I
be
want you operating on me and don't have no
yeah, for real. I mean,
degree.
come on, guys. Can we? I hope that's not what he's talking about because that's like a common sense thing, and I
Yeah, that's a
hopefully,
given. That's a
hopefully
given.
y'all don't know. I won't. I'm not. Oh
I,
man,
I mean, I don't know any school in America that would allow you in to teach a kid and you ain't got a degree.
for
So,
real.
I mean, that's a given
Yeah.
if that's what he's saying.
Student loan debt is a good for interest write off on your taxes. I guess I wouldn't know. I don't.
I don't know, a GI Bill over here.
Yeah, so, I didn't even use mine. I can't even believe y'all, man. I should have used my little upload. That has to give you the sniffles.
Oh no, man. I'm sorry.
It's
I
my
was
fault,
trying to
y'all.
I was trying to rush to get to Prison2Profit show, man, and I was trying to shave and cut my nose a little bit, so I'm leaking. But no, I don't have a cold. Uh, just leaking a little bit over here. Some of that red stuff off my nose.
What's going on, the Jarhead Entrepreneur? Hope you're doing okay. Thank you for joining us. 59 people in the chat, man. I haven't said that in a while. Thank you so much. That's what's up. If y'all don't mind, just I think somewhere in this corner over here, or maybe this whichever your computer screen is, there's a little thing, and it's like this. If you can just tap that for me, just tap that for me one time. I appreciate that. Not
Right.
the one that goes like this. You can hit that one too. It don't matter. Helps the algorithm. Hit them all. I just read Rich Dad Poor Dad this year. It's amazing. It will to me. It was life changing, man.
Yep.
And like it just gave me insight of like, wow, man, like he's right. Like he's so right. That's a good book. That's what I said. If you need college to become what you want to become, then cool. But going to college is not the only way to live a good life. I agree. I agree. That's dope. Y'all talking to each other. Snowball effect to pay off debt. Yes, and if anybody don't know what the snowball effect is referring to, let's say if you have 5 bills that you owe, you go in order from the one that you owe the least to the most. So if I owed $100 to $10, you pay off the $10 first, and then that $10 that you was paying in this bill, if let's say if you were paying this bill $20, now you would pay $30 into this bill. And let's say if this bill was $50. So now if this bill was paid off, that $30 that you're paying, if you were paying 50 in this one, guess what? Now you're paying 80 into the next bill and just cycling on so until you get completely out of debt. And that strategy works so well. But I wish he would have said this in his little spiel. If you can, and if you're in a position to, which I think everybody kind of should be in a position to, if you actually get a check, pay some debt every single check. Like as soon as you get your check, pay some debt off. I think it's like the easiest way because some people get comfortable once they get their money. A day pay or the next day after the money's been in them, they go shopping and they do everything else they need to do. But once you pay that bill and you really think about it like a bill, it'll be so much easier, man. Because then I think you'll feel like a sense of relief that makes any sense.
Right. Definitely a
But
relief when you get it off you.
facts. I'm mad. That's why I was so mad. In October, man, I thought, let me just buy me a car because why not? And I bought a car, and so I had a car payment. I owed about around $5 grand on it, and then I had $4 grand. So I was like, I'm gonna pay my debt. But then my birthday came, and then my car was messed up. So I was like, well, that's my excuse to buy me a whole nother car when I should have just paid my car. Now I have a whole car. The car's paid off, but still the money that I was using, yeah, I just messed myself up. Don't be like me and buy stuff that you really don't need. I mean, that's crazy. But yeah, you need to. Hold on, I forgot. I can do this. You have everything else you want to say, Tommy? Or
Oh no, I was just trying to adjust my camera screen. But I am gonna have to get out of here in a few minutes. I mean, you're gonna see the next video, man. I'm swamped, man. Swamped.
That's a good thing, right? I mean,
yeah, it's a good thing, man. But
overwhelming, but good.
I mean, I'm smiling on the inside, but the body, boy, it's like, whew, you know.
Hopefully you get to get. Oh no, you still got to go hard for the next few days too, ain't you?
Yeah.
Ain't no relaxing for you. You said for another week and a half, right?
About another week and a half, exactly.
So see,
exactly. I got 2 pallets coming in on Tuesday with ink toners, and I already have 24 pallets in the warehouse. Actually, 27 in the warehouse right now that I got to break down. And on top of that, I got probably 40 boxes of toys to go to Amazon. So, yeah, man.
Oh yeah.
I was like, you know what, man? I would say this too before I go. Is that and I'm speaking to resellers. I know everybody on in the chat is not resellers, but I'm speaking to resellers, man. We gotta support each other. I was super busy today, and I know that it was more important for me to come out and support my brother, Prison2Profit. Find time to get out here and support his channel. Even though I didn't really have the time, but we got to do that for each other in this community. I mean, we got something special amongst all us. Everybody got got a little bit more knowledge than the next person, or somebody, got a little bit more of this or that. We got to share that stuff. Don't sit there and hold your hands in a fist. Release those hands and help people. And I just want to put that out there for anybody that, whatever type of community you're in, whether it be a reseller community, whatever your endeavors are, feel free to help people, man. Don't resist. If people need your help, or they, ask you to do them a favor or whatever, make time to do it, because you never know when you may need that person. So I just want to put that out there, man, is that, never be too busy to help people.
Guys, this has been a constant topic on like multiple channels in the past 2 weeks. It hasn't even been 2 weeks, but the past 7 days, this has been a topic on multiple channels. So, yeah, I guess we all need to take heed to that. For real, bro. Even including myself, man, because I know I get really, really, really busy, and there's times that I feel like I don't have time. But I mean, this community really holds me up. I mean, holds all of us up. So we really need to respect the community as much as we can. And I try. I mean, but I'm guilty. I mean, I feel like I'm getting a little bit busy, but yeah. Right. So yeah, make sure you want to plug your show that comes on Fridays that I catch every once in a while.
Yeah. Hey man, everybody get busy, man. I understand that. So yeah, if you could come out and check out my show on a Friday night, it's Defend the Hustle, the Buffalo Picker Show. There we talk heavily on Amazon, but what I do periodically is try to bring in people that have a specialty to discuss, just like we have in the topic about debt and credit repair. I have a guy that come on and talk about that. I have people come on and talk about liquidation. I try to talk about, at this past show, I talked about briefly about drop shipping. So I try to talk about, or have somebody that had the expertise to come in and talk about different avenues of making money as a reseller. So if you have time on Friday night, 7:30, come out and check out the Buffalo Picker Show. Also, this Wednesday, I think at 7 o'clock, I'm going to be on the Primetime Treasure Hunter channel as well. So, and lastly, if you want to promote yourself or your business, you have anything that you're trying to do that deal with reselling, Go ahead and join my Facebook group, which is the Buffalo Picker Reseller Community. I strictly built that group just for resellers and people that's trying to promote themselves. So please feel free to go out and join that. Like and subscribe.
Yes. As soon as this is over with, again, because I put no, it's already in the description. I'm tough. Yeah, that should be already be in the description. Buffalo Pickers YouTube channel should be in the description. If somebody can check that for me, because I don't want to be lying to y'all, but I'm confident I did that already. His YouTube link is in the description, so make sure that y'all go follow Buffalo Picker and make sure y'all catch the shows on Fridays. Yeah, if you have time, make sure you stop in for real, because he be having some good topics, some good guests. Yeah, like you, Glass City Pickers, and Glass
And
City Pickers,
Bill,
Bill.
yeah, flipping to pay the bills.
Yeah, flip. Yeah, there you go. So make sure if y'all have time and y'all stop by. And
Right.
thank you for taking the time out yourself, injuring
Yes,
yourself to
sir.
come on the show. Appreciate that for real, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you
I'll
for
get up
having
with you
me,
soon.
man. All right.
All right,
Y'all
see you
have
later.
a good one. Appreciate it.
All right, guys. Whoa, see, man, why they always got to put me on the big screen like that? So here's the deal. So 30 more minutes, and I'm gonna cut off because tonight eBay Addicts is having Katie reads on his show, and I want to be respectful of their time. Normally, I would run about 2 hours or 5 hours. Who knows? I would just go random, but I'm going to make sure I'm very cognitive of the time tonight so I can catch that show as well and give you guys plenty of time to go get your popcorn, to go get your sodas, to go get whatever snacks that you don't need to be buying because we're getting out of debt. But if you already got them, then go get all those snacks and then go make sure you catch eBay Addict show at 4 o'clock. But anyways, yeah, while I'm still rambling, I'm going to go ahead and talk about 25 ways that you can really get out of debt. Some, obviously, you're going to be like, oh my God, but these are some good facts. The first way, you can literally start couponing. They send you coupons every Sunday in the mail, I'm sure. Everybody gets coupons in the mail Sunday. Use coupons, even at buy low. Try to use coupons. Buy one, get one free. Utilize all that stuff, especially if you have to buy snacks and stuff like that. We are all resellers, so of course you can try consignment shops. That's just, common sense. That's where we all get most of our low cost items from. And of course, you can always cut bills. When I say that, I mean like if you're watching cable, maybe you have like the Prime Net. I was about to say Netflix. Netflix isn't free. Yeah, if you have Netflix, you can cut that off too. But nobody wants to do that. So if you have like cable, you're paying for HBO and all that extra stuff. Of course, you can definitely cut that all off. I did the same thing. Only reason I got I upgraded my internet was because obviously I do YouTube. But before that, I went down to like everything. I cut my cable out because when you're trying to save money and trying to get out of debt, these are some important steps you're gonna have to take. Like you're gonna have to make sacrifices. I know people who are like buried in debt, man, and it's sad that it's gonna take some people 7, 8, 9 years before they even touch the surface of their debt. And debt isn't. You don't want to. The main reason I want to have this topic too is because you don't want to leave debt to like your children. Like that follows them too. You know what I'm saying? Like let's say if tragedy happens or something, and you want them to be able to afford, or and I don't even get all in that subject, but you don't want to leave burdens for your children. You want to leave them wealth. Like you want to leave them wealthy. Um, yeah, this is a tip that says break up with your barista. So all those Starbucks coffees that you're taking, yeah, stop doing that. Did y'all know that Big Lots sells some coffee and it's good? It's good too. Tastes better than Starbucks. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Go get it. I'm telling you, it tastes way better. You spend venti lattes and cappuccino frappes and all that crazy stuff. Even though I went to Starbucks the other day, you may have seen that on Instagram. That's because I had a gift card, so I don't need anybody busting my balls about that. But yeah, so doing that. This is a tip. Free movies. Stop going to the movie theaters. You can find movies online. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. There's ways. If you're in debt, why are you doing all this extra crazy stuff? Uh, Small stuff like actually planning a grocery list is very important. And I know some people are like, well, why do I want to plan a grocery list? Let me tell you why. I'm the worst person when I go to the store. If I don't have a grocery list, I don't go straight to the items. I go down every single aisle thinking of what I want to buy. And I buy all kinds of excess stuff that we do not need. So that also is an important tip that I advise everybody. And then, of course, you want to avoid expensive hobbies. Don't be out there on the golf course knowing it costs like $125 per round. You don't want to do that. I used to play pool all the time. I used to go play pool for hours on end, and at times it leave and be like $40 because you want to have a drink or two, maybe one or two drinks. I'm not telling you I'm drinking nothing, but it just costs money. So this is just extra ways that you can save money. Um, if you have a gym membership, guess what? You're probably not using it. Ditch it. You can do push-ups, sit-ups, and all that at your house. I am not a personal trainer, but trust me, you can do all the stuff at your house. Your boy's got abs. I'm just saying. 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 I'm just kidding. Um, you want to also find free entertainment, which is common sense. And then I'm about to get into some of Dave Ramsey's tips because he is the guru. Where you just want to start a side gig. You're already resellers. You're already resellers. So why not use some of that money? Here's an idea. One day a week, all the items that you find on a Monday or a Tuesday, whatever day you choose, those items pay for your debt. That can be one strategy. So if you go sourcing on a Monday and you find like $300 worth of good items, guess what? You can't go celebrate with that $300. You're gonna need to put that down on debt. That's just an idea. Just saying. I mean, any way is the best way. And you can also get a job. Get a job, get a whole nother job. I told you I worked 3 jobs when I was trying to get out of debt, and it comes in handy because you're always busy. When you're off work, you're asleep. You're not spending money. When you're always working, you're not spending money. And if you're working at random places who happen to serve food, you're getting free food. But if you're not, obviously, if you're always working, and when it comes to side jobs, you can go get jobs like Uber Eats, Amazon, the Amazon carrier service where I forget the Amazon delivery service. You know what I'm talking about. But all these other random places that you can get quick cash. You can ride around picking up scrap metal. You can go pick up cans. You can do whatever to make extra money. But most of us don't want to do that. We just rather go get another job where we can go get a serving job about once or twice a week and bring in some good money. If you have an extra car or anything like that, obviously you can sell the car. That's what Dave Ramsey said. But guess what, Dave? I'm not selling my car. You can cut that out today. Number 14 is my favorite, and it feels so good after you do it. Cut up those credit cards, guys. I am not an advocate of credit cards unless you are using them for your business and you can get like cash back. You can use your mileage and things like that. Don't be out there using credit cards for honey buns and snacks and going to the movies. Like if you can't pay cash for it, you do not need to do it. Dave Ramsey has an envelope system where you pretty much. I don't really go over that because I like his envelope system, but I don't do it. But pretty much you want your cash to go exactly where you need it. So you're gonna have an envelope if you want to. Let's say if you want to plan a trip, you would have this envelope and you would write trip on this envelope. And if you had an envelope that you had to pay bills, you would write bills on this envelope. And then you would make sure that you would put money in these envelopes as you need to cover those bills. That's when you would break down all your expenses. Because when you're talking about getting out of debt and all this, you're going to definitely need a budget plan, guys. Which I should have got a little bit more deep. Well, obviously, I'll talk about a budget plan in a minute. But yeah, you're going to need a budget plan when it's really all said and done if you want to start the envelope system because obviously you don't know where the money's going to go if you don't know where the money's going to go. And then you're going to stop investing right now. Oh my God, he said stop investing. Why did he say stop investing? Because if you're investing money for your future, you're being counterproductive. You're trying to make money, but yet you're still in debt. Get out of debt first. Get out of debt first. Stop trying to play the stock market when you're in debt. Just again, I want to say again, because every few minutes I want to say this, somebody's going to pull up my video and talk some junk. I am not a tax expert. This is just all my opinions. These are strategies that I use, and these strategies actually work. Another strategy, ignore your broke friends. Oh my God. Yes, luckily I don't have any friends. I'll take that back. I have like 1 or 2 friends. But ignore your broke friends. Guess what? Yo, bro, can I get a cigarette? Those cigarettes add up. Imagine all the cigarettes that you give your broke friends throughout the year. I guarantee it's about a good $40-$50 in cigarettes. And you're like, oh, that's not that much money. That's $40-$50. Like they could have bought their own cigarettes. And that's just a small example because I know people are always like, hey, bud, let me get a cigarette. Let me get a cigarette. Or whatever. You go to the store. You always buying your friends meals or always buying your friends way or whatever the case may be. Yeah, ignore your broke friends. I didn't say stop being a friend. I just said stop ignore them when they need money. Number 18, make a budget. Look at me being ahead of time. Make a budget plan. Budgeting should be easy and dare we say fun. Yes, creating a budget can be fun. Use our free budgeting app Every Dollar. That's what Dave Ramsey said. He wants you to use his free budgeting app Every Dollar. I am not a sponsor of Every Dollar, so I don't want you to use that because they're not paying me any money. until they pay me money, you don't have to use every dollar. But if you want to use every dollar, that's what Dave Ramsey says. If you have kids, make sure you tell them on a budget. Make your kids work for their money too, and that's important. You want to start teaching your kids about money very, very early. And I ain't even got no kids, and I'm teaching mine about money already. Yes, they ain't got that kid, but I'm teaching them right now about money. Y'all saying, how's he doing that? Yeah, we can't do that. It's not a late night show. Anyways, and then you want to listen to the Dave Ramsey show. That's a horrible advice, Dave. Why would you listen to that? But anyways, guys, those are just some tips. The last 10 were Dave Ramsey tips. I threw whatever I wanted to throw in there. Obviously, he has some other ideas like asking for a raise, learn to say no, sell items on Facebook, but most of us do that already. I just wanted to go over like some of the main topics, and I rambled for about 15 minutes straight, but I wanted to get all that in because, again, like I said, I wanted to be respectful of the next show that is coming on. And if you found any of this advice useful, drop some comments. Like I said, I'll be on for like another 15 minutes or so as I try to catch up to the comments, and then it is it. I will answer this question: who's live next? This guy. He's live next. eBay Addicts is live with. Let's see if I can find it. This girl. So that guy is interviewing that girl. So make sure y'all go check out that show, and then go follow eBay Addicts and subscribe, and then go follow Katie Reeds and subscribe. Yeah, okay, that's all the plugging I'm doing for somebody else's show. Nobody plugs my show like this. Okay, anyways. Years ago I paid. Oh yes, that's important. Even if you pay $1 is better than nothing. If you got, yes, I'm so glad you brought this up. Thank you for bringing things to my mind because I can squeeze this in. So if you have like debt, right, and you have a bill, but you feel like you just can't pay that bill. Like she's right. Pay $1, pay 50 cents, pay something on the bill. It's not gonna affect your credit like you think it would. What's affecting your credit is not paying that bill at all. And also, did you know if you owe a lender like a substantial amount of money, you can call that lender and be like, yo, look, let's talk. I'm not gonna be able to pay you unless you work with me. They gonna work with you. They want some of that money back. They want to recoup some of that money. Let's say if you have something that you haven't paid off and it went into the the people after they get mad, like say if you owe JCPenney some money and then they was like JCPenney was like, oh, they sold it to another creditor or something like that. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But anyways, you can call them people and they will definitely work with you if your credit got that bad where it went to another party. Yeah. Again, I am not a tax expert and this camera is too close to my face. Sheesh, you got some work ahead of you. Godspeed, man. Oh yeah, he's gonna get it in. When you're able to pay extra on student loan, it will help you knock all the extra years of interest. Yeah, because that's what people are really getting killed on, the interest. But I ain't got no student loans, so I can't speak on that. You're right. You need to make some time for our fellow resellers. Yes, we do. I agree. I agree. And what's up, Twin Flippers? I saw him today in Columbia. Made it back in time. Yeah, I agree. Make sure that if you can make time, and I ain't gonna lie, I'm not gonna make time for everybody, but I'll make time for those who I feel like deserve it, need it. Yeah, because there's some crappy people in the community. I'm a firm believer in that. Everybody doesn't deserve your time, but yeah, that's a whole nother subject. Who's live next? I already told you, but I clicked on that question already. Good to talk to y'all, Prison2Profit. We'll drop in again soon. Love your energy, your perspective. Enjoy your day. Thank you so much. I appreciate you dropping in. And is it energy? I guess that's what it is. Katie Reeds. Where? 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 She left? She probably left. No, you mean where show's gonna be? I know. I'm just kidding. She's gonna be on eBay Addicts show. eBay Addicts. I wish he was. He's a moderator because I can't drop his link. But yeah, Katie should be a moderator. Drop the link, Katie, if you're there. Probably not. Get the popcorn. Yes, get the popcorn ready. Growing herbs. You gotta do it by the grocery, low maintenance, cheap. Yes, little gardens and stuff like that. Growing herbs that can definitely be useful. Oh dang, that's a good one. No fast food drinks. Yes, that drinks will kill you at the fast food place, or even like just going to the store buying a soda at. I was about to say QT like everybody has a QT, but Spinks. I don't even know if you have a Spinks. I'm trying to think of a popular gas station that everybody has. But if you go to the gas station and you buy a 20-ounce soda, they're like $1.59 by themselves. When you can just go to Balo and get a 20-ounce for like $1.11. We spend a lot of money in places that we really don't. You can pre-buy that soda if you know you always go to gas stations every single day and you buy a particular item, you can go to Sam's Club, buy that item for cheaper, and save you money for the long run. But people just like convenience. They don't want the convenience of going into the gas station and getting what they want real quick. But it'd be the same thing if you just go to Sam's Club once a week, once a month, or whatever that fits in your schedule. Get everything that you need. That's going to save you money in the long run. I mean, it's going to save you money. And guess what? When you save money, that's more money that you can put somewhere else, as in, i.e., debt, i.e., fun times, i.e., whatever you want. Cut your own hair. Ooh, I know you ain't talking to me. Cutting my hair. Cutting my hair. My homemade coffee is about 60 cents a cup. Homemade coffee. Can't go that route. No. I watch the entire movie for free on YouTube, audiobooks on YouTube too. Yeah, me too. Them ads be killing me though. Yes, I agree with you 100% on new resellers haven't got to the point of doing a YouTube channel yet, but have an Instagram with other resellers and pick up new and good things and ideas all the time. Yes, that's true. And yeah, anybody want to I should invite one of y'all to the Clubhouse. Who wants me to invite them to Clubhouse? Well, I have a few more minutes. I have 4 invites. I'm willing to give away 2 of them. Yes. Thank you so much. Appreciate you dropping in as always. Right now, I'm just really trying to catch up to the chat, and then I'm about to say bye because I agree. Workout at home. I use them to grow money. Oh yeah, for real. Because yeah, for real. 3 jobs. Let's go. Oh yeah, this ain't no thing. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no thing at all. Thanks, Bubbles Bigger. Invite. Check out your show and Facebook page. Dante with a little hearty heart. Who used to do that? Molly? Somebody used to do that. Somebody, I can't remember. Somebody used to do that all the time. I think it was Molly. I don't know. Collections, collections, collections. Yes, collections. Thank you. I'm like, collections. What are they talking about? Yes, collections. Them people, they be tripping. Did y'all know one of them people, like 2 years ago, maybe, watched my YouTube video and tried to get in contact with me that way? He was like, I know you're making some money because I see your YouTube videos. I'm like, first of all, that's a front. I don't sell anything. I act like I do. I put it all back. Ha ha. Now you know my secret. I never go sourcing. I put it all back in the bins. Why am I tripping? I don't know why I'm tripping. Boom, there goes the link at 4 o'clock. It's 3:22. Thanks, Jennifer Tay, talking crap that I left. Oh. I wasn't talking crap about you. I was saying what's up. Okay. So yeah, guys, I don't see no debt. I don't see any more debt questions. So hopefully we covered everything. The goal was to talk about getting out of debt. I wanted to push it so hard. I want y'all out of debt. Really want y'all to talk about debt because it's a subject that I think people really, 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 really. I'm interested in Clubhouse. This is the first one I saw, so I will give you the link since you're the very first person I saw. You have an Apple iPhone because you're gonna have to send me your number and make sure if you want it, you're gonna have to do it on Instagram because I don't trust nobody no other way. Yeah, I should have said that first, right? You're gonna have to send me your phone number in order to get invited to Clubhouse. So yeah, if you want one, for real, send me a message on Instagram right now. Prison2Profit right now. I'm getting off in 7 minutes, so you have 4 minutes. And you might be in my spam because I don't know who you are on Instagram. Dervish and Rooster. No problem. Clubhouse, yes, Apple only. Because what's going on? What's going on? All late to the party. We're about to end it. I'm just really wasting time now because I want to talk about debt some more, but I know if I start talking about it, I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop. Because there's so many different ways you can go with debt and how you can get out of it and why people think debt's good and why people oh man. I definitely agree about it being so important. Going to watch the replay for sure. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you. Appreciate that. What is Clubhouse? Clubhouse is it's some new app that you crazy kids came up with, and I'll use somebody told me today. It's like a podcast it's like a podcast for resellers. They all get into one room and just talk. That's what it really is. But mine would be interesting. Like, I mean, if y'all watch me on YouTube, just talk. Y'all can listen to me just talk. I might go live at like random times on Clubhouse too. I want to start my own room too. That's another reason. So follow me so I can start my own room, and then more people will come in the room, and then we can like blow the room up. And you can meet all kinds of other random people too, as long as you pay something, even $10 a month. Yes, for real. But don't no. I mean, no. Don't say that. Don't pay no, because we're not getting out of debt. Your interest rate is still going to keep going up. So we want to pay as much as we can. We want to pay if your bill, let's say your car payment, for example, we're paying. Everybody pays interest on their car. So if your car payment is $342 a month, we want to make sure that we're paying more than that $342 because you're not only knocking down your interest rate, you're also knocking down how quickly that car payment is getting paid off. So you're killing two birds with one stone, knocking a little bit of interest and a little bit of debt, and you're having a car on your own. So you want to pay as much as you can, as much as you can. First of all, don't be laughing at me. How about that? Cool. In terms of debt, don't be afraid to ask in terms of negotiating. The worst, yes, I agree. I definitely agree. I've negotiated with like two or three of my creditors and got some good deals. So I yeah, your boy is looking real good debt free. You know what I'm saying? But the credit score is looking bad because when you get, they don't want you debt free, and that's the trap of society. They don't want you debt free. Like they want you to keep going in debt, so you can be like, oh, keep building my credit score. I need a credit card. I need to spend money on my credit card every month to build my credit score. Like that's the trick of the game, and it shouldn't be like that. So if you can't buy it cash, you don't need it. Yes, yes. Don't follow that. Go. As a matter of fact, go follow my other channel, Black Prison2Profit Gaming. Yeah, that's what it is. I should went live on that. Yeah, I can't. That's the problem. I need 100 people to go live. There's 44 people in the chat. I know I can get 25 people to go over there and subscribe to that channel, but I'm not supposed to be promoting that channel because this is not the moment. Random, but my dad is a big Pepsi drinker, and he will pay $1.98 for a 2 liter, but $2.93 for a 20-ounce bottle at the gas station. Yeah, the markups are crazy at the gas station. That's why I'm telling you, even the candy nowadays. Y'all remember when you go get candy for like 59 cents? I'm old, boy. What's in my eye? I'm old. You remember gas was 98 cents? That's how old I am. 98 cents for gas. Quarter candy? Hmm. But no, they want you to keep getting in debt. I was talking about medical bills, but yes, they're famous. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, medical bills, you getting the bare minimum. 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 But then you're gonna leave that to your kids, so you don't want to do that unless you ain't got kids. And then you're gonna leave it to your spouse, unless you ain't got a spouse. Yep, credit cards definitely a trap. Working on paying off mine right now. Yes, they are. So, guys, I need to know: did y'all learn anything tonight? Because I'm about to get off in like 2 minutes. I have to make an important phone call now and talk junk, and then I have to catch somebody's show at 4 o'clock, and then I have to list, list, list. Oh, quick palette update for the people who happen to know what I got on the palette. Like 4 or 5 items sold. Your boy made his money back. You know what I'm saying? So now I should be in a positive. I sold the iRobot little thing, whatever that little disposable iRobot thing that sold for $222 on Amazon. My profit will be like $150 after fees and everything. That's why I like Amazon because they tell you the fees immediately. I sold the 3D printer. I think I sold that for like $130, I believe, after the fees and everything on eBay. I should profit maybe like around what 90. What is that? $82 or something like that. They paid shipping. And check this out. They paid like $40 shipping and it only cost like $9 to ship it out. Yeah, that's interesting. And then it happened to me again today. Somebody bought an item from me and the item cost $23, but they paid $24 to get it shipped. And it doesn't even seem like it's a item that's real heavy. So that's crazy. I learned something and this gave me more drive to start paying it off faster. That's is the goal. That's the goal. I can sign off now. I can keep it 100. We got one. You know how they say if you believe in Jesus, we got one. If there's anybody in the house tonight, just one that this message has touched you, please come on down. And they sing that song. Come on down. I ain't gonna do that. Y'all ain't ready for that. Y'all ain't ready to start preaching up in here now. So thank you. I appreciate that. She said, I didn't learn nothing, but you helped me kill some time. You ain't teach us nothing, but guess what? We killed some time. That's what's up. You can kill some time with us at Clubhouse too. You know what I'm saying? Good to have some other motivation. That's what Clubhouse is for too. Like we can just be on there just rambling and just be really talking. Good to have some motivation. Baby, I can be your motivation. This might make me feel like a me, 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 me. Me, 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 me. Me. Your boy got bars. I act like I ain't got no bars now. All right, let's see here. That credit score is debt management score. Boom. That's right. Okay, guys, for real, this time. Fun fact. I really did preach before. Like, yeah. I was about to say dead and then the ASS word, but then I can't say that after I just said I preached. So, yeah, fun fact. Yeah, I really did have a sermon. I still got it. I can remember it was about being a strong man of God and everything. Yeah, it was weird. I was supposed to be a preacher, but not no more. And then I learned who I was. Alex, what's going on, man? What's up, bro? It's Sunday. Go ahead and preach. Nah, I ain't gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna have me up in here. You know what I'm saying? I'm preaching here for real now. I do that one Sunday. I might do that. Talk about the Bible one Sunday. Give y'all some knowledge. You know, people would unsubscribe if I told the truth about the Bible. Oh my God. Bye. Thank you so much. Bye. Have you thought about Discord more than just Apple? I don't even know what Discord is. I keep hearing it, but I don't even know what it is. Do I need to get on Discord? I'm on everything else. eBay Addicts, Katie Reads. Yes, they're about to be on in a few minutes. Thanks for the knowledge. Thank you for stopping by. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to bless somebody today, because I promise you. Nah, I can't promise you tomorrow. I ain't gonna bless nobody tomorrow. I'm tired of blessing people. I've been blessing people for 300 something days straight. Okay, can I have one day without blessing somebody? One, just one. No, I'm just kidding. I just be wilding, man. Y'all already know I'm gonna bless somebody tomorrow, because y'all gonna bless somebody tomorrow, and y'all gonna keep the cycle going over and over and over, because that's what we do. You know what I'm saying? But I got to go because I'm tired. I've been up since like 12 o'clock last night, or 10 or something like that. 11. I don't know. I've been up. I'm getting delusional. It's kicking in. This isn't the Black Mr. Beast all day podcast. I got to go. We ain't even talking about debt no more. I'm just over here rambling. I love all you guys. Oh, I said I love you. Oh, look at that. I ain't said have I ever said I love you? It's a special moment. What's the day? 2-21. Okay, well, I love you guys. Make sure y'all bless somebody today, because I promise you, I'm gonna bless somebody tomorrow. But at this point in time, your boy Tay is